Hello everyone, my name is Bryant, and I was talking to my wife before, and I just realized I've been blessed to be a member of Dayspring here for almost 9 years. Time flies. I love this place. This place is home. This is home for me. This is home for my family. It's working wonders in our lives. When you ask any 5-year-old kid what they want to do when they grow up, and I can guarantee they're not going to say, when I grow up I want to be a drug addict. You ask any teenager after they take their first hit or their first drink in high school, they're just partying, right? What do you want to do when you get out of high school? I'm not going to say I want to be a drug addict. But it happened. I grew up in 3 different countries. England, moved to Ireland when I was 7. Not the easiest thing in the 70s, being English living in Ireland. My dad left home when I was 12, and at that point, I was just angry. I was going to church with my mom. He never went to church. I was angry at God. I mean, how could God do that to me? How could God do that to my mom? How could God do that to my family? And I turned away right then. And that's when I started drinking. Back in Ireland, if you could reach the bar, you could drink, you know. And that led to just 15 years of just horrible stuff, man. I moved to America when I did freshman year of high school, and I've always felt different. I've always felt not part of. I've always felt like I haven't really fit in. And in America, you couldn't drink, you couldn't smoke, you couldn't play sports. You had to do one or the other. So I drank and smoked out in the field with the stoners. In Ireland, you could do that stuff. And so high school was just 4 years of playing guitar and partying and having a good time. Got out of high school, started working in a refinery, had to work shift work, and that's when my addiction really took off. It was like 10 years of, first it was fun, then it was fun with problems, and there was nothing but problems. My life was centered in using and finding ways and means to get drugs and live. I couldn't live life unless I was high. Man. At 28 was my turning point. I've been playing in like a heavy metal band for like 8-9 years. We had major record labels looking at us. All of a sudden our singer just went over the edge, disappeared, moved back to Tennessee or no, West Virginia. And there I was at 28 years old, hair halfway down my back, chain smoking cigarettes, smoking pot, drinking, and this hopeless addiction to methamphetamine. I didn't know what to do. I turned to my roommate at the time that day and I said, you know what, dude, I'm done, man. I just can't do this anymore. I'm broken. Spiritually dead, morally dead, hanging out with not nice people. And I went to a Narcotics Anonymous meeting that night. And for the first time in my life, I've already turned away from God at 12, the people in this meeting were talking about God and I didn't get up and leave. Normally that would be my excuse to get out of there. But I didn't turn my life over then. About 3 months later, I was working side work, and my buddy's brother, he was a chiropractor, I was helping him put his new office together, and he was a really strong Christian, and I was struggling. And it was like 7 o'clock at night, and I go, Jerry, you're a strong Christian, I had all these questions. He goes, I'm not a Bible quoter, but he goes, there's somewhere in the Bible where it says that the demons acknowledge that there's God, but they don't accept Him. And that was me. I always knew there was God, but I didn't accept Him into my life, and I did it right then between Pittsburgh and California and Concord, California, west on the Highway 4 by myself, 8:30 at night. I turned my life over that night. Things got easier. I mean, it's been a long road. That was 1993, right? Yeah, 1993. And it wasn't easy. I had to do years of counseling. I was a broken human being. I'd never had a healthy relationship with a woman. You can't when you're using. And they're using. I didn't know how to deal with society as a normal human being. And it was years of working these steps that we've been learning about. I'm working through them in order. And years of counseling and everything. I put down my guitar when I got clean. I had to get away from everything. I had to totally turn my life 180. And it wasn't until 2004 where I met my now wife that I would not step foot in church. To me, it was 4 walls filled with hypocrisy and judgment, you know? And I believed in God, and I had a relationship with God, and I was trying to do my best, and I met my now wife, and we started coming to Dayspring here, and it just felt right, you know? For the first time in my life, I started looking at the similarities, not the differences, and I felt like I was at home. It's been a long road. It's been a long road. I thank God for the steps of NA. I think every human being should work in one form of their life or another. It's helped me deal with life. It's helped me learn to live life. And here I am today, amazing wife. A lot of you know her. I married way up, believe me, way up. I put on the accent real thick when I met her. And then I got 3 amazing kids, man. I got my biological daughter and 2 stepsons. They're involved in youth ministries here. They're getting A's. They're in extracurricular activities. They don't do drugs or drink. It's amazing how God is working in our life. Absolutely amazing. And I've got God upstairs to thank for that, man. I would not be standing here today if it wasn't for God in my life. I would be dead, or I would be in the state hospital. And that's without a doubt. I still stay current. I have to stay current. I still attend meetings regularly, 12-step meetings regularly. There's nothing like seeing that new person come in, who's shaken, who's morally bankrupt, and watching that person. I've got to be there for them because someone's there for me. And it's huge watching these people change their lives. It also helps me, because I just realized, it makes me realize I don't want to go back there. I just don't want to go back there. The biggest thing for me nowadays is not feeling normal. Do I miss having a drink every day? Sure, I feel normal. I got a great job. I got an amazing family. I'm normal, aren't I? I'm not. So if you're out there sitting in this congregation and you think you may have a problem, come talk to me, man. I'm here. I can point you in the right direction. There's quite a few of us in this congregation that have the same affliction. And if you're not one of us, but you've got a family member or a spouse or a kid that's suffering, I see it in a lot of Christians. They don't want to let go. They want to protect their family. They want to do everything they can. All you're doing is enabling them. I've talked to many people who say, my 22-year-old son's still living at home. I pay for his cell phone. I pay for his car. I've got a roof over his head, and he's using drugs. You got to go. Every addict has the right to hit bottom. They have to hit bottom. If it means the person you love has to sleep under the bridge for a while, then that's the way it is, man. They're never going to get it. I was not ready to quit until I was ready to quit. And I thank the Lord upstairs for that. Thanks for letting me share.